Hey everybody, Jill here from the Pet Bistro. It is Saturday, January 9th. I also have Delilah here with me. She's heading over to say hello. So we are here tonight. We have kind of a fun topic to talk about. We're back to our Saturday Night Lives. So some of you guys who missed us, we were live pretty much every day in December in some way, shape, or form. We are going to continue with our Saturday Night Lives. I don't have anything loaded through comments sold tonight, just because we wanted to go over our top 20 products, and there's a lot of products, so they can also be purchased through our web store. And then we also have some of our freeze-dried tonight for our giveaway. So we have some different flavors of dog freeze-dried nuggets. We have some of our cat freeze-dried nuggets as well. So we'll be giving those away here tonight. I have to go round up a few products to review on our top 20, but if you're just now joining us, we pull up Facebook and see what Delilah's going to catch some comments there. We are streaming tonight on YouTube, our group, as well as Facebook. So it looks like Marcy, Jennifer, and Teresa have said hello. I'm glad you guys are able to join us. Delilah's going to log on to Facebook on the back end there, just to make sure we're not missing any comments. And Teresa says, ooh, my dogs love the freeze-dried. Yes. So anyone who interacts with our post here tonight on Facebook, so I can only do the giveaways through our main page on our Facebook post. So if you are catching our live on YouTube or through the group, if you want a chance to win one of the Primal freeze-dried, you're going to have to jump over to our regular Facebook page and either like it, love it, interact with it, comment on it. So our software that we use that randomly selects winners can only be done through that post. So whoever is here with us tonight, joining us tonight, we're going to have some awesome product giveaway as well. Ooh, it looks like a couple more people have joined us. Hey, Jamie. Hi, Misty. Hello, Kelly. Glad you guys are all here. So exciting. Teresa's here. Yeah, I saw Teresa's here. So I'm going to have Delilah. She's going to jump over here and review what is happening for January for our fresh start. She's been coordinating all the fun different sales, and we have quite a few companies participating this year. So if you have never tried raw, or you are just now new to introducing fresh food into your cat or dog's bowl, this might be a great time to do it because we have lots of different deals. Some companies have dollars off. Some companies have buy one, get one. We have some companies that have a percentage discount. So Delilah's going to go over that. I'm going to go grab my top 20 sheet, my top 20 products of 2020. Ready?
Cool.
You got your sheet? Do you know what's going on over there?
Yeah, it's over here.
Perfect. Awesome.
Hello, everyone.
I'm going to grab this guy.
So if you are not familiar, the past couple of years, how many years have we been doing it? Like 2 or 3 years, I think.
It's been that or more.
Every January, we just do some sort of fresh start raw kind of sale. So similar to Raw Fest that we have in August, but just kind of a different take on it with kind of a fresh start for the new year. So it's a great way to get some fresh food into the diet and things of that nature. And you can try new things. Like Jill was saying, there's some brands that are doing percentages off. There's some dollars off. We do have quite a few brands participating. Nature's Logic is one of them. Small Batch, which is also a fan favorite around here. Steve's, Still and Chewy's, Northwest Naturals. Open Farm is also doing something with their Gently Cooked. Then we do also have some other brands, Lotus, Primal, Vital Essentials. So Lotus is actually doing $5 off the 24-ounce tub. So if you think back to daily deals, we did have the little tiny, how big were they? Like three and a half ounces for the Lotus Cat Raw.
And those are on Frequent Buyer by 12 Cat.
Yes, those are also on Frequent Buyer. So for this month, they have their big 24-ounce tubs. Those are $5 off. And then let's see who else we got. We got Primal doing $3 off their Primal Pronto. So that's in the dog variety and the cat varieties. The dog ones are 4-pound bags of Pronto, and then the cat ones are 1-pound bag of Pronto. Vital Essentials is doing buy two, get one free on their varieties. So again, for dog patties that we have in the store. And then for kitties, we have patties, and then we also have tubs of frozen raw food. Let's see, Nature's Logic, that is also a fan favorite around here. They are actually doing buy a 6-pound bag of raw, get a 3-pound bag for free. And that is in the chicken, pork, and beef varieties. Small Batch is doing $3 off of 3-pound bags and $6 off 6-pound bags. Steve's is doing quite a few different deals. They're doing $1 off of Quest and their enhanced products, which is their it is their exclusive line of different goat milk yogurts. So theirs are a little bit of a different variety. They have it's a little bit of a thicker consistency compared to some of the other goat milk brands that we have. What else are they doing? They're doing $2 off 5-pound bags, which are the bags that have the nuggets. $3 off 9.75 pound box of nuggets. $4 off 13.5-pound box of patties. Stella and Chewy's is doing 20% off of their dog and cat frozen varieties. It's only the frozen. Northwest Naturals, 20% off frozen and 15% off of freeze dried. So if you haven't tried freeze dried before, that's a great way to try and incorporate and entice your pup or kitty to eat their kibble, eat their raw. It's a great way to kind of enhance the bowl in a different way. And then lastly, Open Farm, which has their gently cooked frozen food. They are doing $2, $3, and $4 off of their different size varieties. So Open Farm is awesome. My little dog loves it. She goes crazy for it. So it's different just because it is gently cooked, so it's not completely raw. They do cook it using I always forget how to pronounce this. Is it sous vide?
Sous vide.
Sous vide, you got it. Which is they cook it at a slower it's cooked at a slower rate, but it gives it an awesome palatability for your dog. So it's great for picky eaters. Again, another way to enhance the bowl. So those are some of the sales that we have going on for this month. If you guys have any questions, feel free to stop in, and we are more than happy to ask. We are more than happy to ask any of our other associates if they, have anything else any other insight to offer. But again, you can stop on in and take advantage of these sales. They are happening all month long. So until January 31st, we're on January 9th. So we got a few more weeks left of it. What else we got?
What if people don't know where to start? Can they do a consult?
Yes. So nutrition consults. Myself and Jennifer are doing nutrition consults. So if you're not familiar with what that is, it's about a 30 to 45 minute appointment starting at $39. What will happen during those nutrition consults is we will go over a nutrition history. We'll go over minor health history, like if there's any digestive issues, allergies, anything like that might be happening. And we kind of are able to put together a diet plan and a supplement plan for your dog or cat that is specific for them, to get them on the right track and help take care of some of those issues that they have been experiencing. So again, myself and Jennifer, who is not here tonight, but we both offer those nutrition consultations. So you can always give us a call at the store. If you stop in and want to schedule an appointment, we're more than happy to book an appointment for you guys.
Perfect. Are you ready to go over top 20?
Yeah,
we have quite a cool list. I'm excited about it. How about you start talking about actually this one? And I'm gonna go grab a couple samples of it. And so number one on the list, the number one item that we sold the most of probably doesn't surprise us.
No.
Is goat's milk. So and goat's milk in all varieties, all companies, all flavors. We have Answers, Primal, Open Farm. We have the Steve's Enhance. We have Boss Dog. We have the Honest Kitchen dehydrated form. So goat's milk is awesome. I'm actually going to I think one of us should take a picture of this and put it into the feed. So this is something that Answers provides us in their brand and product guidebook. And I'll have Delilah start going over all the benefits of milk, raw milk, why goat's milk specifically is awesome for your cat or dog. It like blew every other product out of the water if we looked at the top 20 list. And again, I mean, I know it's a fan favorite for all of you guys because on the day that we had our Primal flavored varieties, we sold over 500 goat's milk in one Saturday, which was absolutely insane. Everyone I tell that to is like, oh my God, like it's out of control. But I know it's a great product. It's a fan favorite. And obviously you guys are educated about it, or we've done a good job educating you about all the benefits of raw goat milk. So take it away.
All right. So
and then there's this little sheet too. If you guys ever stop in and you want like something fun to go home with.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
The Primal like quick, it's just a front and back buck slip here. It has quite a bit of information about it. So sometimes it comes down to convincing the other half in the household that it's something that your cat or dog needs. I'm going to go grab some so we can showcase them.
Yeah, when I first started feeding goat's milk, my boyfriend was like, what is that? Until I finally had to convince him that it was very beneficial to add to our dog's diet. So kind of referencing the Answers product guide here. So benefits of raw goat's milk: probiotic, aids digestive health, provides allergy relief, contains cancer-fighting properties, promotes dental and bone health, boosts the immune system and overall health. So there's over 200 species of live active probiotics in their natural environment in goat's milk. It is easily digested, requiring zero work from the digestive apparatus. It absorbs into your pet's body within 20 minutes. It also contains over 60 enzymes needed for digestion, reduces gas and bloating. I know both of my dogs every now and then will start a tootin', and it is not very pleasant smelling. So these guys help with that very much. Allergy and asthma relief. So suppresses the inflammatory responses, reducing the risk of asthma and allergies. Goat's milk is a natural antihistamine. So it stabilizes the mast cells. It's also high in caprylic acid, which is an acid that helps to fight yeast. So a lot of you guys at home that have dogs that suffer from any sort of yeast issue, I know I'm one of those too, highly effective in helping to fight yeast. Cancer fighting properties. So there is conjugated linoleic acid, right? Mm-hmm. Known as the cancer fighting fat, which is found in higher amounts of grass-fed dairy animals. CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, shrinks cancer tumors. It increases white blood cell count and boosts the immune cells. Goat's milk is also rich in vitamin K2, which assures proper placement of calcium to help with dental and bone health. And then it also finally helps to regulate the immune system. So high in B vitamins, B1, B12, also high in vitamin A, D, K, and biotin as well. And then, of course, like we mentioned, easy to digest, lots of digestive enzymes and probiotics, also amino acids, electrolytes, lots of awesome stuff. So Jill grabbed some of the different goat milk varieties that we have. So here we have one of the Open Farm goat milk varieties. This is their antioxidant blend, which they add organic raspberries and blueberries to this guy.
We have too many over there. I felt like I would have had to get a shopping basket to bring all the flavors. Right?
Then next we have Primal, which of course many of you might have snagged this guy up during our daily deal last month. So this is their pumpkin spice flavor. Fun fact, Open Farm also does like a pumpkin spice blend. Theirs has coconut and pumpkin to help with digestive issues. So that is the Primal guy. Answers, fan fave. They don't really do any blends, but of course, for those who don't know, they ferment all of their products. So that's kind of their little added benefit. Theirs, they use not ginger, cinnamon and honey in theirs, which some of the other brands use turmeric and ginger, but Answers does not have that in theirs. Steve's Real Food has their chia freeze. So this guy has chia seeds, coconut flour. So this one is more of a yogurt consistency. If you've ever tried any of the other goat milk brands. Theirs is liquidy. This one's going to be a thicker consistency. So it is going to come out as a yogurt. But this one is still a fan fave as well. Boss Dog, when did we bring this one in? I want to say it was like maybe summertime.
We brought it in end of 2019. It was after
Really?
Yeah, it was after Super Zoo.
Seriously? It's been that long?
It has been.
Jeez. So this one has really taken off. This guy is pretty similar ingredient panel to the original Primal formula. So they have, they actually added taurine, which is an amino acid that's great for heart health. This one also has ginger, turmeric, cinnamon. So turmeric, awesome anti-inflammatory. Ginger is also great for the digestive system to help any upset tummies, vomiting, diarrhea, things of that nature. And then we have the goat milk kefir. So Open Farm does a kefir, a cow kefir. So does Answers. However, Open Farm recently came out with a goat milk kefir. So similar to the regular goat's milk, the kefir is going to be, again, thicker in consistency. It's made a little differently. Remind me of how this is made.
The kefir. Yep, it's like a fermentation process. They use kefir grains.
Okay.
So anything that has kefir has a fermentation process.
Correct. So again, just some of the different varieties that we have in the many brands of goat's milks that we sell. So if this has not been added to your pet's diet, we highly, highly recommend it. It is a fan favorite around here. Obviously, our top selling product for 2020. What else we got?
What other ways could people use it? Can they? So here, I'll chat about my kitties for a minute because Delilah doesn't have kitties. So I've used the different flavors. Believe it or not, my cats actually liked the blueberry.
Oh, yeah,
Rin was drinking the blueberry goat milk, the new flavor that just came out from Primal. I also have a kitty who overgrooms herself, so we've been working on trying to figure out where that's all coming from. But she prefers the Answers over the other varieties. And so for the kitties, I will either incorporate it into their food, into their mash, but I find that sometimes if they don't want it, they avoid their food, so they'll leave their food. But it tends to do better if I just put it in a small saucer and put it down next to the water. Usually by the time I get back at the end of the day, the cats have gone through and they have, one of them or two of them have gone and lapped up all of the goat's milk that's been in the saucer. So that's a really easy way. If your cat is picky or finicky, sometimes they like it at room temperature. So you might have to let the goat's milk sit out and come to room temp. The other thing with cats as well, I know this is a crazy thought process, but if you actually put it in a bowl or a saucer or on a plate and put it somewhere that they normally don't eat. So whether that's like up high on top of a dresser or under a bed. So it's almost like a scavenger hunt that they have to go find the goat's milk. Sometimes they're more apt to try it when it's not like in the regular eating spot. I don't know if it's just there's less pressure on them or if there's less, they found it and they're like, oh, let's try this. Cats are weird like that. Sometimes it's like on their own accord. If you have other animals at home or dogs or other cats that bully the other cat while they're eating, they're less likely to try something rather than finding it out and about in the house on their own. On top of coffee tables, sometimes up in a cat tree or on a window ledge or windowsill. Those are all places that you can put these different things. Sometimes even taking like the goat milk yogurt, which is it's going to be thicker, or even the kefir that's thicker. You could actually like dip a spoon in it. And then put it on a saucer or plate and let them lick off the spoon. I know my cats specifically love dairy product, whether that's sour cream or cottage cheese or other milk. So if you dip a spoon, if you have a cat that's like that, but they like to snub their nose at this, dip your spoon in it and put that somewhere else for them to go find as a treasure hunt and try it that way. That might be enough to take care of it. So cats can be a little bit more finicky about getting them to try something like this. This can be thawed and then refrozen. Some of them, once you thaw them, some people think that it has gone bad because the fat particles separate out during the freezing process. It is unfiltered, unpasteurized raw milk, so you're going to get some contents in it. You can, once it's thawed, you give it a really good shake. You can incorporate a lot of those back in. And then I just actually have a small silicone ice cube tray that I will pour this back into and refreeze into smaller portions so it doesn't go bad. So cats, I will tell you, like Answers, they say good for 14 days after thawing. It can go even longer than that. It can go 21 to 30 days. Most dogs will drink it, even if you feel like it's a little on the sour side. Cats are like, no go. So you might have to, I find that my cats, like once I thaw this, I need to use it up within about like 5 to 7 days, maybe less. Because they start to get finicky and picky, which that's, again, cats are cats. So I find when I thaw into little ice cubes, it's, popping one of those out, letting it thaw, it has its freshness there, and they're more apt to drink it at that point. Most of the other brands are to use within 7 to 10 days. Answers, because of the fermentation process, gives it a little bit more time to use it up. If you have a small dog, this is, again, it's great to refreeze it into the smaller ice cubes. They do have, most of the recommendations are pretty similar. So up to 20 pounds, they recommend 2 ounces a day, 20 to 40 pounds, 4 ounces a day. So 4 ounces is going to be a half a cup. 2 ounces is a quarter cup. 40 to 60 pounds, 6 ounces. So that's 3/4 of a cup. Dogs 60 pounds to 80 pounds, 8 ounces, which is 1 cup. And then dogs that are larger than that, you can do 10 ounces or more. I will tell you, there's no like defined right or wrong amount. You can do as little as you want or as much as you want. We have had dogs with severe allergies, skin issues. I've actually have a friend that owns a store in Colorado who has worked with a dog that came into a rescue group and literally would, anything that the dog ate, it had liquid stool. And they did a prolonged goat milk fast with the dog. So that's something that is an option depending on where your dog is at. I find that the goat's milk does really well at dogs, senior dogs, or dogs that are kind of at the end of life and they don't actually want to consume food, but they're still drinking liquids. The goat's milk actually gives them some nutrition and some electrolytes and some amino acids to kind of give them a little bit more energy depending on what's going on. So there is so much to learn about goat's milk. We could keep going on. I don't know. I hope it's not boring. Do we have any questions, Delilah, on goat's milk? I know you and I have been kind of answering and responding.
No, I think you answered Kelly. She had a question about the small batch trucks, but I think you answered her.
Yes, I did answer Kelly on that one. So I'm going to take a picture, or one of us will. Delilah or I are going to take a photo of the benefits because this sheet can be really helpful. And then we'll post it in the comments as well. The other cool thing is Answers, Primal, Open Farm, Boss Dog, they all come in different sizes. So we have everywhere from a pint, which is 16 ounces, so this is a pint, this is a quart, 32 ounces. And then Primal and Answers offer a half-gallon size. So the half-gallon is great if you have multi-pet households, if you have larger breed dogs, if you're doing a goat milk fast. Those are all reasons that you might need the larger size. They also all come in case quantities. So if you are interested in just stocking up and you have the freezer space, most of them come anywhere from like the Primal comes 6 to a case, the Answers comes 12 to a case, the half gallons come 10 to a case. So we can actually help you out and get you a case as well. There is a little bit of price discount built into the case. So you'll that's already built into the price that we have in our database. So if that is something that is of interest to you, we can definitely order cases for you. All of these companies we order weekly from our distributors. So unless they're out of stock, there should be no reason why we can't get the product in stock pretty quickly for you. So yeah, if you guys feel like stocking up or you think you want to try out some goat's milk, let us know. Goat's milk actually has been, I think, the top item for 2 years. I believe goat's milk was also the top item for 2019 as well. So I know it's popular. It's great. Delilah, you went over all the things it was great for. She went over the sheet. I mean, the list goes on why you should and could incorporate it as a topper, as a side dish, as a snack. We've had some really funny testimonials too, where dogs will actually go to the refrigerator at 9 p.m. and bark and demand their evening bowl or snack of goat's milk. I have another customer who she has a service dog, and she has a great story. Her dog CJ always wants a little bowl of Answer's goat's milk before they go to bed as well. And she said that a couple times they had run out of the Answers, and they actually had to fake her out and pull out their regular milk carton and pretend they were pouring it into the bowl, but they were putting water into the bowl because they didn't have any goat's milk at the house, and their dog was being relentless about going to bed until she had her evening snack. So I think sometimes it's just that little thing before bed that helps satiate them. It gives them something. Goat's milk digests quickly, so it's not like food that takes maybe 4 to 6 or 18 hours to digest. Goat's milk actually gets into the body and is absorbed pretty quickly. So usually within, I believe the answer says like 20 to 30 minutes, goat's milk has been absorbed into the system. So it's not like it's something that hangs out long either. Cool. So many things about goat's milk. Add it into raw, pour it over kibble, feed it by itself, helps the belly, supports the belly. Believe it or not, it sometimes corrects diarrhea. A lot of people think because it's a milk product, it causes diarrhea. It's actually the store-bought that causes diarrhea because that's been pasteurized, and we have synthetic vitamins and minerals added back into it, and it's kind of a dead milk per se. So a lot of times it's the store-bought, the sour creams and the milks and the dairy that actually causes diarrhea with cats and dogs. Have we talked enough about goat's milk? I don't know. Have we? We could keep going, right? Should we do a giveaway?
Yeah.
Let's do a giveaway. Who wants to win a product? Delilah's going to go run and put all the stuff back into the freezer. And actually, here, I'm going to show you how to pick a winner.
Oh, quick. One more last bullet point on goat milk. Misty asked, any chance goat milk helps the bladder?
Any chance goat's milk helps the bladder? So I guess it depends on what's going on in the bladder. Do we have like a bladder infection, like cystitis? Or are we dealing with a tumor? We do have bladder cancers that creep up at times. If you have a little bit more information, Misty. So overall, I will say it supports the urinary system. So the urinary system is your kidneys and bladder, as well as all the parts that go with it. So there's ureter tubes and adrenals that sit on top of the kidneys. And the urethra and all those things that where we eliminate. So anytime you can add moisture into your pet's diet that is from a food source, especially for kitties, it can be super beneficial. If we feed only dry food, that's when our cats and dogs can become chronically dehydrated, which puts strain on all the organ systems from a digestive perspective. But then it also filters out because all of the energy is put to the stomach and the digestive system, where it doesn't have time to heal and repair other systems. So overall, yes, I think goat's milk can be supportive to the entire body, as well as provide hydration, which depending on how much fresh food you're adding, that can be an issue. So you actually feed raw, I believe, to most, if not all of your animals. If you have cats or dogs or foster dogs that have to be on a dry diet, anytime you can add moisture, it's totally benefiting them. Moisture that is not coming from water. Dry food most often has dogs and cats go gulp down a bunch of water, and that's them trying to hydrate what they just ate. So anytime you can add it, I think it benefits. We use it a lot of times when we're dealing with cats and dogs. Like if we have a bladder, just recently I worked with some clients, their dog was diagnosed with a bladder tumor, and we were dealing with a lot of water gulping. And when we went to a raw diet and goat's milk, we were able to eliminate the water gulping. So we had better quality eliminations where it wasn't eating, drinking a bunch, and then going out and having these like huge eliminations, which irritated the bladder, which then caused blood to show up in the urine. So along with their veterinarian, they worked with me and their veterinarian to kind of find a good medium between both of us, as well as helping the dog's diet, which I think allowed the dog to live an extra several months. He lived, I believe it was about 14 months past what they expected him to live. So super, super awesome things I think that Answers can really help with. So, okie dokie. So we are going to pick a winner. Hopefully that answered your question, Misty. Just let me know if it did. She said, yes, thanks for the advice. You are very welcome, of course. There's always clarifying questions, right? Can it help? Of course it can help. But depending on what's going on, how it helps, what it can help with, those can make a difference too. So I know sometimes we always have a question back for a question. I need more information. Okay, Dalila, I'm going to show you how to use our winner picker. Let's just get signed in here. So we are going to pick a winner for a Primal 5.5 ounce freeze dried. This is super fun. We have some freeze dried here. Okay, so you need to go to posts and then Facebook. Just showing Dalila how to use this. So God forbid I'm not here on a Saturday. There we go. So that's the one. So select that. We're going to pick a winner. So for dog peeps, I have a couple different flavors to choose from. Cat, I have chicken and salmon. And we're going to, you were in the right spot. You're going to do pick a winner. And then we only need one for right now. So hit submit. And then go to the pit. Alrighty, so Ashley Hinton, you are the first winner tonight of the Primal Freeze Dried. So I know you're here and watching with us. You want to grab, let's see, I have chicken. I don't know what flavor you want. You get to pick. I have chicken, beef, or pork. They are all the 5.5 ounce size. So Ashley, you're probably still hanging out with us. I know you were here earlier. If you want to pick a flavor, we'll make sure it gets set aside for you. So we have beef, pork, or chicken. Ashley Hinton, you're the first winner tonight of the Primal Freeze Dried 5.5 ounce. So Primal is one of our fan favorite raw companies. Obviously, they have the goat's milk, they have toppers, they have food, they have freeze dried, they have treats. All of those things are for both cats and dogs, depending on what species you have at home, or maybe you have both at home. So Primal is helping us this month doing some fun giveaways with each of our Saturday Night Live. So I just need a flavor from Ashley. So congratulations. You are first winner for the night. Okay, so we just went over goat's milk. We had a ton of options there. We are going to keep going here with our top 20 products. Did you? Oh, you did grab stuff from the raw bar.
I surely did. Okay,
whose dog has had their nose in the Vital Essentials raw bar? It's over in the far corner. It's across from the signature dog food. This one is a fan favorite. So there was lots of different Vital Essentials items from the raw bar that were in the list. So you didn't grab the gross ones.
I don't like touching
them. I'm gonna go get the gross items. You can talk about what you think is.
I'll talk about the non-gross.
The non-gross items. She totally forgot the duck head and the pig snout. You guys want to see that, don't you?
This one's still pretty. This one's still pretty gross.
What? Okay, so she's going to talk about these. I'm going to go get the other fun items. The duck hearts. My cat has her own shoplifting habit on the duck heart. So
she does.
The Vital Essentials Raw. They're great for cats and dogs. The smaller items like the chicken necks, my dogs like. Believe it or not, Fat Cat Rin likes the moo stick. Moo stick. I know that sounds like I didn't say it. The moo stick.
Not what you would think it is, though.
Right. If you say it really fast, though, it sounds like something else. The moo stick is actually esophagus, which Rin seems to like that. So if you have a bigger cat, that might be a good chew for them. It's hard to find chews for kitties. All right, you talk about those. I'm going to go grab the duck head and the pig snout.
So, as Jill was saying, the moo stick is beef esophagus. My dog actually, my Pyrenees Golden mix actually loves this guy. The pig ears I have not taken home. I still think these are kind of gross, but it is what it is. Most dogs go crazy for them. This is a bully stick, freeze-dried bully stick, for those who are not aware of what it is.
Who knows what a bully stick is? Hold on, let me answer.
Who knows what a bully stick is?
Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? Any responses yet?
Not yet. There's a little bit of a lag there.
Well, you guys are trying to figure out what a bully stick is. I'll go over the duck hearts. It's pretty self-explanatory. High in taurine, which is great for heart health. And then we got our neck varieties. So the big one is the turkey neck. Medium size is the duck neck, and then the little baby one is the chicken neck. So turkey necks obviously are going to be beneficial for your larger breed dogs. Duck necks, there's like medium to large breed. And then chicken necks are great for your toy breeds, small breeds. What did I miss? I don't really want to touch the duck head.
I'll touch it.
It's so gross.
It's gross. But, okay, so this is funny. This is like, I don't know what it is about the duck head. Okay, let's see if we get focus. Come on, focus. The duck head is literally a duck head. There we go. It's focused
dehydrated.
Now. It's
moisture taken out.
I mean, sometimes you can catch them with their like little bill open and their tongue hanging out.
Ugh.
I know. I don't know what it is though. The dogs go nuts over these. And I will tell you, there's quite a few women shoppers, and male shoppers too, that come in just to buy one because they want to gross out their spouse.
It's mainly the men that like to grab. I had a couple earlier today that the husband grabbed the duck head just to gross out the wife and the daughters.
I know, but I don't know what it is. It's a great chew for bigger dogs. We sell a ton of these, and in our online store, we ship these all the time. Probably at least once a week, we ship out a package of these for our online customers. So these guys, I don't know. I mean, it's not a wasted part. I guess there's that, right? We don't waste anything.
I guess not.
And the pig snout, yeah, I agree with you. The pig snout's a little bit more in the.
It's gross. It's all hairy. So gross.
It is hairy. However, on these different pieces and parts, Jen takes these home, and for her dogs, Roxy, she lays them out and lets her pick. So she'll lay out 3 or 4 options on the floor, and then she'll let Roxy pick which one that she wants. And Jen says the pig snout is like her fan favorite. She almost always picks the pig snout over any other treat that is laid out on the floor that she gets the chance to choose from. So, and Jen said it's actually pretty durable. She has a pity mix, and she's got a pretty powerful jaw, and she does a good job chewing. And Jen said she gets, what does she get? Like a 20 or 30 minute chew session? Jen, if you're watching, I want to say Jen gets like a good, it's longer than what you would think. Like most of the time you'd be like, really that long? But it's pretty durable. So, if you have a picky dog, these are great because they are all meat treats. Some picky dogs tend to prefer meaty treats. They don't want fruit and veggie filled treats. They want meat. So these can be a great alternative. Or if you want something like a quicker chew, you don't want them chewing on something for 2 hours. These are, great to give them. The pig ear has a little bit more longevity than the necks, but So here's the difference between like the Vital Essentials pig ear and some of the pig ears that you buy maybe at big box stores. These are freeze dried. So they literally go into a freeze dryer. The moisture is taken out during that process, and that's it. The problem with like rawhides and some of the other ears is they are sprayed with chemicals. Sometimes they have they're smoked. So a lot of the smoking process is carcinogenic, which means carcinogenic word means that it's cancer causing. So there's nitrates. Some of them are sprayed with nitrates. So we know nitrates are also carcinogenic. So there's just some like unfavorable items or ingredients that are put on them for preservative reasons. Not that it makes them fresher by any means, but that's the hopes that they will. So some of them are irradiated just so they don't have bugs and things like that in them. So
Ashley asked, are pig ears supposed to be greasy? She used to buy them and they were greasy and would upset the tummies.
So pig ears that usually are smoked can be greasy. They should not be greasy. These ones are not greasy. They the freeze drying process takes a lot of that added moisture out. So you're not going to get like that greasy. I know what you're talking about. It's almost like it's probably the sprayed on preservatives as well that makes it greasy. So, and going back to the digestive system, some dogs can't handle those ingredients, just like people. You know, we have some dogs and people that are pretty sensitive to those, which then leads to inflammation in the intestines, which then leads to the diarrhea and digestive upset that you see. So, all right, so this is item number 2, or line. I guess there's it's the raw bar. We just said the Vital Essentials raw bar. So these are nice because you can buy them in like onesies. If you have a dog that has a fan favorite and you want to purchase them bulk, most of these come, depending on the item, come anywhere from like 10 to 20 per package. And again, there's a little bit of a discount built into the case price or the package price. So they just come in a big like bulk bag, but you would purchase them as one case item. So if you have a dog or cat or a multi-pet household, you don't have to buy them by the singles or the onesies. We'd be more than happy to buy the larger quantity for you. You just have to let us know and we can get that ordered in for you. I think duck heads come 22 a case. Moose sticks come 22 a case, or 10 or 20. I think it's 22 a case. Your chicken necks and your duck hearts come a lot more because it's a bigger bag and they're a smaller item. So I think these come like 60 maybe to a case. So you get a lot more. The duck hearts are like 100 to a case. Necks are less. You're looking at like 12 to 20 per case on those. So
we never told them what a bully stick is.
Oh, bully stick. Did nobody guess what the bully stick is? Okay, so this is a great story.
They kept it hush hush.
Everyone kept it PG. Okay, so a bully stick, bully pizzle. What else? What are the other fantastic names people have come up with for it?
I think I've only heard bully stick or bully or pizzle.
Yeah, stick or pizzle is kind of the nicety name of it. So again, they don't waste any part. We do also have lamb pizzles. And what other animal do we have over there? So this is actually the male anatomy of a bull or the lamb pizzles that we have. So some people don't know. They just know it as a bully stick or a pizzle and haven't gone any further investigating what exactly they're giving their dog. So I've had many customers come in and for whatever reason we get on that topic and they question me. They're like, well, what is that exactly? And I always laugh because sometimes I preface it like, do you really want to know what it is? And then I've had I've had some husbands say, well, it's on my couch right now. So what is it? So yes, it is the male anatomy. They don't waste anything. They come freeze-dried or dehydrated or dried. Some are just straight up dried. They come in several different lengths and inches. going along with the male anatomy. So that is what a ballistic is. If you don't know, now you know. What you don't know until you know. All right. Perfect. So that is that. Next up. Ooh, is that number 3 over there?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Moving on to number 3. Did you take a picture of that and put it up yet?
No, I have not yet.
I don't even know where it is. Do you know where the goat milk is? It's probably with the stack of papers.
Oh.
Don't want to lose it.
Oh, yes.
Okay, guys. So these items are all on our online store. We have, obviously, frozen. I can't ship third party, but we can definitely do local delivery. We have all the frozen items for here in store for pickup. You can order online. We can do curbside, so you can order your frozen. We can bring it out to your car. But all of the dried goods we also have online. So you can just go to thepetbistro.com and do a quick search for those items, and you will be able to find everything that we're talking about here tonight. We also have this, if you go to our main page, hold on, give me a quick second. Let me see if I'll share it with you so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So we did just put a blog up. I'm just going to add so you guys can see that. I'm going to share my screen here quick. Ooh, there we go. Okay. If you haven't been to our online store yet, it's just thepetbistro.com. I have the website up there. And I'm going to get back over here to the main page. So if you want to go back through and read about some of these items, at the very bottom, if you scroll to the bottom in the middle here, we have a blog, and it says Pet Products of 2020. It has the top 20. If you click on this, you'll be able to read about all the different products, click on some links, and see what the top 20 of 2020 was. So if you are catching this later, or you just want to do a quick read through, that is a great way to go and check out all of the items. So number 3 on the list are raw recreational bones. And I think Delilah just grabbed the biggest split knuckle.
They were all pretty big.
Out of the box. Wow. So this guy's like enormous. So this is essentially the cow's kneecap cut in half. It's a split knuckle. This almost has a little bit of a femur added onto the end here. These are great. And then this is a beef femur bone. So we have raw marrow bones that come in bison, beef, and then we just go grab one of the lamb femurs. The tuckers.
Oh, the tuckers.
If we have one. I know we were pretty low on bones the other day. And then they come in little, and grab one of the bison. We grab one of the tuckers bison like minis, like the 3-pack. So any size dog, I'm telling you, these guys are great pacifiers. They're great babysitters. We have some of the bones. The Primal comes in 6-pack. We have a couple different varieties here. Tucker's has a lamb femur, lamb bone that's a little bit longer. We also have for smaller breed dogs or toy breeds, we have the minis, which these are nice because I find that most customers that have smaller breed dogs have more than one. So these are great multi-packs here for pups. And then, of course, we have the open stock. So this is a 4 to 6 inch, so they vary in size and circumference. So what happens is dogs will eat all the marrow off, or the meat off the outside, and then they'll go for the marrow on the inside. If you have a really big dog or a heavy chewer, like an aggressive chewer, I would go with the split knuckle. It's going to take them a little bit longer. There's tons of good meat on there. There's some marrow. They're going to go for the marrow out of the knuckle here. So this is called a recreational bone. It's a little different it's totally different than a raw meaty bone. So those are two different words that are slogan labels that we use, I guess. So a raw meaty bone is your not as dense bones. Like recreational bones are dense bones. They're weight-bearing bones typically, and your dog is not going to actually consume the bone portion here. They're gonna gnaw on it. They might get a small chip of it off, but they're not going to consume the whole thing. A raw meaty bone is a raw duck neck, raw chicken neck, raw chicken back. So those bones are actually smaller. they consume the whole thing. And the cartilage is really easy for your dog's stomach acid to actually break it down and digest it. So that's going to be the main difference. If you have never used a raw marrow bone before, marrow can be a little bit on the rich side. It is fatty. So we typically recommend giving this to your dog for maybe 20, 30 minutes, taking it away, and then rinsing it off, tossing it back in the freezer, and you can get like 2 or 3, 4 chew sessions out of one bone rather than just tossing it to them and letting them consume the whole thing at once. Now, if you already feed raw or you already add fresh food into your dog's bowl and you do some gut support, you switch around different protein profiles, flavor profiles, you could probably get away with doing a longer chew session for your dog because they actually have the enzymes already there to help break down what they are consuming. I will tell you, when I had my greyhounds, man, these things were fantastic. I would give all of my greyhounds a bone, and then so I had dogs that would also fight over it. So, and we'd have 6+ dogs in our house at the time. So I would actually each of them got in their own kennels, or one was left out. The other dogs were in their kennels. So everyone was separated when they got their bone. So there was no fighting, because I will tell you, sometimes this is something that dogs would probably get possessive over, and they could get aggressive over it. So from there, it would be a great pacifier. I was able to either do some freelance work, or I was able to go outside and mow my lawn, or I was able to clean my house. I will tell you, after a long chew session, though, dogs usually want a good hefty drink. They usually need to use the bathroom or go outside and relieve themselves, just because they've spent so long chewing on it. Some folks, we sell a lot more of the marrow bones during the summertime, when people can just take it outside and let their dog chew on it, like outside, if you're doing gardening or you're out in the yard relaxing or whatever that is, and then it doesn't have to be in the house. So I will tell you, most people are concerned about the meat or the grossness factor of it. You could put a towel down, or put your dog in their place to chew on it, so they're not dragging it around the house. I have had some dogs. My mom's little dog was notorious for this. He felt he needed to actually hide the bone. So he would take it and go try and bury it in the couch, and then not consume it. So I have heard those stories where dogs go and try and hide this in the bed or the couch, things like that. So if that's the case, your dog's probably not interested in chewing on it. They're probably just interested in hiding it.
Teresa did ask, how long can you safely leave them out to chew, and can they be refrozen? Yes,
so these can be refrozen. Great question, Teresa. So usually after a chew session, I would rinse it off, just so if it's outside and there's grass on it or dirt, that is rinsed off. I do recommend feeding it frozen, because it does take them longer, and it's ups the gamification level of them getting the marrow out. You could safely leave this out for a couple hours. I have had, once the marrow is out of the middle and the meat is off the outside, and I just kind of had the shell of the femur left, I would just toss that in my dog's toy box, and they would pick it up and chew on it here and there. Or I would smear some peanut butter on the inside and let them chew on it that way. Usually after a couple months, though, if it's just like the outer shell of the bone, I would just take it and toss it, and start with some fresh bones. So really just depends on the dog, depends on how long they chew on it. So chewing is good. Dogs do need to chew. It's just we get mad and ticked off when they chew the wrong things, like your brand new stiletto shoes and your Coach purse and your door jamb. What else have I had chewed?
I've had remotes.
Remotes, yes.
My
the TV
phone.
remote, the phone. I mean, my list could go on. So dogs need to chew. Cats actually need to chew too. There's not a lot of options for kitties, but I will tell you, dogs tend to chew the wrong things, and that's what makes us irritated and think they're cute, right? So yes, chewing is good. It releases the hormone serotonin, which is a calming hormone. So that's why a lot of times after they have a good chew session, they go and take a 4 to 6 hour nap, and they're like zonked out. That's because they just had a lot of good chewing going on. So, yes,
Let's pick a winner.
we're picking a winner. That's exciting. We're going to be running out of prizes if we're picking winners every item product that we feature. Who we got? Ooh, Andrea Bloodworth is our next winner. Congratulations. She had to be in order for us to pick her. So, all right, Andrea, if you are on here, let me know. Do you want cat or dog? Because I know you have both at home. I suppose Ashley Hinton, if you didn't pick a dog one, you could have done cat or dog as well. Did Ashley Hinton pick a dog flavor?
Yes.
If you want to switch it to cat, let me know. I totally forgot we have those sitting over there. That's my fault. And then Andrea, if you're with us tonight, still hanging out, let me know if you want cat or dog. You are winner number 2 tonight. Do you want the cat or dog option? And then it looks, so cat, we have the chicken and salmon. Dog, I have some other flavors. I know you also feed Primal Raw, so this is kind of a fun little option and bonus for you guys. For dog, I have chicken, pork, or beef, depending on what flavor you would like. So congratulations, Andrea. I need a drink. What's up next, Delilah?
I grabbed some no hides.
Ooh, no hides.
Tried to grab some dog and kitty ones.
Aha, yes. Okay. Is this number 4 on our list? So if you are just now joining us, we are going through our top 20 products of 2020. This is kind of a fun list that we compile every year. So I feel like this is kind of some FOMO.
Yes.
If you are a Pet Bistro fan and you have not tried one of these things, you hopefully you don't have fear of missing out. So we're going to enlighten you and tell you all about the top 20 things. So if you don't know what FOMO is, that is fear of missing out on something, which apparently is a big thing nowadays. I have a cat that has FOMO. Every time I open the fridge, he's like, what are you doing? Why are you in there? I feel like I'm missing out on something. I have to remove Rin from. So is this number 4? Is this about where we're at?
I am bouncing around.
Delilah's just grabbing product now.
Some
Perfect.
people were asking if we were going through all top 20, which it's 8:20. So
it is 8:20. Okay, Delilah's just gonna grab her fan favorite then. So the no hides. These guys are in our top list. So this is
and they're good for dogs and cats.
They are good for dogs and cats.
The little one.
The little sticks you could do for cats. I know we've had a couple people grab these, but I haven't had any feedback. Have you heard any feedback?
No, but I know some customers have grabbed them for their cats to like try them.
My cats won't chew on them.
But I haven't really gotten any feedback. But they're digestible for dogs and cats.
Yeah, they are fully digestible. They come in, we have 5 different flavors. The only flavor we don't carry is peanut butter. I suppose if you guys were interested, we could bring the peanut butter flavor in. What do you guys think? I feel like the meatier flavors are always the more popular flavors than the peanut butter. So I guess that's why we haven't brought the peanut butter flavor in. So they come in beef, salmon, chicken, pork, and venison. Hold on here. They come in sticks, which these we have all the different sizes. We actually have bulk, so they're kind of, loose and you can grab onesies. Or we also have prepackaged, so you can grab, like the 6 come in a 10-pack. These 2 sizes come in a 2-pack. This one we only have in the bulk size. This is the 11-inch. So these are the 3 different sizes. So depending on what size dog you have, again, another great chew option. Jen's dog, I think it takes her like an hour to go through one of these. Is that about right?
No, I think a little less. Maybe like 30 minutes.
45 minutes, yeah. So they're not going to be as durable as a recreational bone or last as long as maybe like a monster bully stick, or even the venison shank, the Ziwi Peak venison shank. So if you have a strong chewer, we definitely have options for longer lasting chews. But these are great also if you have maybe a couple dogs, so you can give them both something and give them something to do. So you can maybe do some housework. They all do have organic eggs in them. So if poultry is an issue, so these are basically a rice and gelatin wrap, with the, so that's what the material is made out of. And then it has the coating of the different flavoring on top of it. So this is a rawhide replacement. And the reason why most of us don't like rawhide from a natural health standpoint is the processing of rawhide. So once the hide is cooked, it's really difficult for the stomach to actually break that down and digest it. So it could get lodged. It could cause an obstruction in the intestines. And that's one of the reasons why I don't want to say frown upon rawhide, but it's just not our favorite chew for dogs.
I've actually seen a video of it being made. It's pretty gross. Yeah,
the processing of rawhide is really where the problem comes in at. So most often it's bleached. So now we have like different chemicals that are coming into play. Most often they use formaldehyde on it, and then they use glue to actually roll it and compress it and put it together. So now we have a concern of what is your animal ingesting, and how does that play a role in disrupting your dog's healthy gut? You know, we always want the gut to be healthy. That's where the immune system is at. And if we always add chemicals or preservatives or things that are always taking down the immune system, then we have a weak immune system, which leads, you can snowball effect from there. So it's the processing, it's the chemicals, it's the glues, it's all of those things that actually make rawhide unfavorable.
So do they not chew off chunks like rawhide? I don't do rawhide for many reasons, but one is a choking fear.
So they do not chew off chunks. It's always a possibility, I suppose, depending on the type of chewer. Anytime you have a chew, we always recommend being available. So just don't toss it to your dog in their crate and leave for the day for work. There's always, I always say there's always that strange chance that your dog could choke on kibble, right? Yes, it does not break off. It softens. It doesn't have that like slimy down the throat. I think that's the other issue a lot of people have with rawhides is it gets gummy, and then the dogs pull on it, and then it's like halfway down their throat, and they're gagging and regurgitating and all those disgusting things that go with consuming a rawhide. Before I knew any better, 18 years ago, I had purchased compressed rawhides. Because that's what a lot of our rescue people suggested. And then I quickly found out how gross they were, and then how my dogs didn't do well with them because they would swallow it and then regurgitate it, and then there would be a fight. Too many dogs. You've never had enough dogs until they're fighting over vomit. So yes, I totally know where you're going with that, Teresa. And no, these do not have that issue. So good question. What's next? Are we picking another winner? Delilah's all about picking winners. We're going to pick another winner. Let's pick another winner. If you're just now joining us, we're going over some of our top 20 products from 2020, and we're picking winners. We have Primal. Primal is one of our top brands here at the Pet Bistro. We carry pretty much all of their product except maybe a couple of their treats. We have their raw bones, we have their mixers, we have their toppers, we have their goat's milk, we have their freeze-dried, we have their cat food, we have their dog food, we have their raw. Their bone broth. I'm trying to think what else is over in the freezer.
Elixirs.
Yeah.
Elixirs.
Yeah. Elixirs. I think we have I know they have some other things in the lineup for this year, so I'm kind of excited about that. See what else they come out with. That's cool thing about Primal is they're being innovative. They're always launching new items. Their goat's milk just launched in October. We had an awesome daily deal on their variety, their flavored goat's milk. So Delilah's picking a winner. Who do we got? Teresa Boostrom. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Teresa. So Teresa, I know you have both species at home. You have a cat and dog. So let me know. Do you want cat or dog? And then of course I need to know what flavor. So cat, I have the chicken and salmon. Dog, I have pork, beef, and chicken available as options. So congratulations, Teresa. You are another winner for tonight for some Primal freeze dried. There was another question. What was the other question? About moisture. Was it Teresa that was asking moisture versus the freeze dried versus kibble?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe I just.
It might have been Jennifer Moore. So there was a question about the freeze dried moisture content. So the moisture content is actually very low in freeze dried. It's 2%, 3%, depending on the flavor. So here's the deal. So they actually recommend rehydrating it if you're going to feed it as a complete meal. So if you camp or you hike or you travel and you take this because obviously freezer space is limited or not available, they do recommend using bone broth, water, goat's milk to rehydrate the freeze dried when feeding it. So it adds that moisture content back in. So here's the trick. When you put a dried good into a bag, you have to have a lower moisture content. The higher the moisture content is and the higher the fat is, the faster it's going to go bad. It's going to either go rancid or it's going to get moldy. So that's the fun fact about putting something shelf stable on the shelf, so you're able to travel with it. Primal's freeze dried literally is their frozen food minus the moisture. The recipes are the same. It just doesn't have the moisture content. So instead of 80 to 90% moisture, you are now dealing with 1 to 2% moisture. Once you rehydrate it, obviously that moisture content increases and goes back to about where it should be. Now, there are some picky pups out there. There are some picky cats out there that will not eat it rehydrated. And that's okay too. You just need to make sure that they have water or goat's milk or bone broth, something to go back and drink afterwards to help with hydration. So I take it and I sprinkle it, I crush it. And this is a great way to use this product as well, is to use it as a topper. So whether you're feeding raw or you're feeding kibble, you can take this and actually crush it and sprinkle it on top of the food or the bowl of what they already have. So Rin, our Savannah, on occasion acts like he is miffed about the product or the food selection that he got for the night. But if you put a little bit of sprinkles, we call it sprinkles, put a little bit of freeze-dried sprinkles on top, he's all about eating his meal at that point. We often use freeze-dried, the cat varieties, in an interactive feeder. So at night, Rin also likes snacks. And he is relentless. He will clear our countertop. He will take... he takes the fruit bowl onto the floor. He knocks our glasses over. He can be a pistol about it because he's hungry. And so we actually make him work for his food. We'll put it into an interactive bowl. Or we'll hide it around the house. We actually make him work for his snacks. So that is another way that we use freeze-dried, since it doesn't sound like it would be very fun putting either lots of bowls around the house or smearing raw food on my windowsill. So that's how I use freeze-dried. Did we get an answer from Teresa what flavor she wants?
Yes, I grabbed it for her already.
Got it. Teresa, Delila's got it set aside for you. Could you go on my next item here, Delila? Could you go grab the Baker's? Yeah, the Baker's dozen. Okay, are these both lamb or no? This one's beef. Is this one beef? Okay. So the next up is the Happy Howie's items. And Delila's grabbing. So we do have some of the items that are prepackaged. Grab one of their meat rolls as well. Do we have the treat roll over there? So these guys are over in our bulk bins. They come in sausages, sticks, jerkies, patties, small. There's mini patties. There's the 4-ounce patties. We also have the soft meat roll treat, which comes in lamb, turkey, or beef. This is like a salami roll. You can take a sharp knife and cut it up into pieces. These are great for training. You can cut them into like 1/8" by 1/8" cubes. You can make them super teeny, either to mix it in with food or to use as a training treat. We have the 12" sausage. We have the 4" sausage. And we also have the prepackaged. So these are the mini burgers, where these are the large burgers. The sticks come in smaller sizes. Will you go get me? I'm sorry, you're just running around. Can you go get a interactive toy that this stick would maybe fit in, like a Rumble or a Tux? Is it the Tux? No. What is the other one? The little like cup. It's not the Tux. The Topple? Yes, the Topple. Thank you.
We're out of the Rumbles.
I know, the Rumbles like flew out of here. Okay, so Jalila's grabbing a couple interactive toys. These are great. They are not, they are crunchy. So something like the Topple from West Paw, there's a hole on the back side here. And these are great because you can squeak them through here without breaking it or using the smaller one. So this actually has like some prongs inside where you can stuff treats in there and then stuff it on top. So you could use like the smaller cookies and stuff those in there. And then you could take a bully stick, or if your dog doesn't, if you want something quick and crunchy, you can actually put this through here. So they have to chew this in order to get this. There's also
do like this thing in there too. Like if you chop it up into little pieces.
Oh yeah, this would be great chopped up into little pieces or half moons and stuck in between the little prongs in there.
Mm-hmm.
You could take one of the sausages and put it through there. They also have the Quizzle, which has the ends, so, and then the slot here in the middle, so you could stuff a cookie in there, and then you could put a sausage down the back side. So you could also do the, where's my sticks? Where did all the sticks end up out there?
Which sticks?
The no hide sticks.
Oh, I put them back.
Oh, I was gonna say where are little spinny?
The little mini sticks?
Oh, there they are. They're right in front of me. Sorry.
Well, I was looking for these the other day behind.
I know. So like the sticks can go in here. They're going to be a little looser fitting, but at least it's going to be a challenge that your dog's going to have to get it out. So there's lots of different toys that you could cut up the meat rolls and stick it in. This is a newer toy that we got. These actually squeak and have the hole spots here. So these come in different fun shapes. And the squeaker is like tough. You really got to get in there to get the squeaker. It's Jen had it going the other day. It's like in the middle portion here. So it's a good squeaker, but it's really difficult. But your dog's jaws are going to be strong enough to grab that or the bottom portion here and actually get a squeak out of it. So these come in different shapes and sizes, which are great. I will tell you, probably the most shoplifted item around the Pet Bistro is the lamb burger. It's great. Some people hate us for having the bulk bins, and other people love us for having the bulk bins. The bulk bins, some people avoid the aisle because dogs grab and go and they're naughty. But we do have quite a few customers that come in because their dogs are picky or they're select or they're seniors, and it's hysterical. Dogs will go bucket to bucket, smelling every single bucket to find just the right item that they would like to pick and take home. And I will tell you, probably 50 to 60% of the time, it's the Happy Howie's lamb burger that gets picked out and taken home. So all really fun items. Happy Howie's is actually a Michigan company. They are here located in Detroit, Michigan. So a great Michigan company if you're into supporting local. So are we going to pick another winner?
Yeah.
Let's pick another winner. Dalila's going to grab a new winner.
Winner. Let's
see. Who's going to be the next winner for tonight? What do you guys think so far? Have you tried these products? Let us know. Has your dog stolen a lamb burger? Have you tried goat's milk? let me know. Let us know. What have you tried? I'm sure there's things on the, because they're popular, on the top 20 list that you have taken home and tried. New winner, Kimberly Wallace. Congratulations. You are tonight's winner. I'm going with the assumption that you would like the cat option. So Kimberly Wallace, congratulations. I have you down for a chicken and salmon primal cat freeze dried. If you don't want cat and you want the dog option, let me know. You're welcome to have that one as well. But I know you do quite a bit with cat rescue and your own kitties. So we do have the chicken and salmon primal freeze dried for kitty. So Kimberly Wallace, congratulations. You are the next winner of what we have going on here tonight with our fun primal freeze dried prizes. Congratulations. Did you snag me another top 20 item?
Yes.
Delilah's over there magically working on our top 20.
How many more do you want to grab?
One or two.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Are you having fun? Thanks for joining us. I know there's not a lot to do yet still. If you guys are down here coming in and doing shopping, I would also encourage you, if you haven't yet and you like something different on your palate, to maybe stop into Cadillac Straits. Lewis and I just picked up their sangria the other day, and it is delicious. So they do canned wine and beer. It's always something different. It's never the same thing, but
I just don't need to.
I would totally recommend going down there. They have some limited hours, but we've been trying to do our best to support them. And this week's selection was sangria, and it was delicious. Maybe that's what we should start doing on Saturday nights before they close. Going and getting ourselves a drink for our Saturday Night Live fun.
I wouldn't be mad about it.
Delilah's like, yes, please. All right. Who's tried these weird things? Delilah came over with the tongs.
I'm
One in each tong.
trying to grab dog and cat items.
So I suppose your cats could chew on these. I don't know if my cats would. I'll have to take a chicken foot home and try. So we have chicken feet and duck feet. These guys are either air dried or dehydrated. They're both fan favorites. So we just put them under the category of feet. Is that what we call it? What do we put over there? Or do we say chicken and duck feet?
No, there's Bear Bites chicken feet chews, and then there's the Bravo dry roasted duck feet chews.
So they are a different item.
Separate
items.
Yep.
But very similar in.
They're right next to each other, so people usually buy them together.
Yeah, they do. Like they'll buy, a couple chicken and a couple duck. So the chicken foot is, it's totally a chicken foot. Will you go get the other chicken feet that we have?
Oh, answers?
Yeah. So we have a couple options of chicken feet. Who knew? So these guys are dried. Yes, they have the toenails and all. Yes, your dog can consume the whole thing. Yes, I think your cat could probably chew on this if they're looking for a good crunchy snack. I like to try this with Rin. Rin and Viper are my two cats that like crunchy, hard things to chew on. The duck feet we only have in dried.
While we're talking about feet.
And while we're talking about feet, do you want to just grab the knife and open these up for me? So we also have the Answers fermented feet. We have chicken feet and pig feet. So if you have small dogs or if you have big dogs, either of these would be an option. Obviously, the chicken feet would be a faster, crunchier chew. So the chicken feet this is a frozen chicken foot. Well, that was not a good option. Let's go with this guy. Look, so this is the frozen chicken foot, and this is the dried chicken foot. So the frozen ones do need to stay in the freezer, and then they can get thawed for your pet. But these guys are fermented, so you're going to get some more probiotics and digestive support out of the fermented chicken foot. They are truly raw. They're just frozen feet. Really good. They have a lot of collagen and stuff like that. Chicken feet actually make a really great bone broth if you want a nice, thick, gelatinous, collagen-filled bone broth. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? Delilah's like, what are you talking about? So chicken feet, duck feet, and then pig feet. Have you guys seen the pig feet? Did you know we carried pig feet? Raise your hand if you knew we carried pig feet.
They're disgusting, but
So these are great. So the other reason I like the pig feet is because it's a non-poultry chew, and not all dog. Oh, look at this! They nicely
half, yeah,
they nicely package them,
and they're
half. So it is 2 whole pig's feet, but they are cut in half nicely for you. These are also fermented. Hold on. I got a little butcher paper in there. Okay, so these guys are also fermented. This is a pig's foot, sliced in half. These are great for larger dogs. Bigger dogs, I would say I would probably feed it frozen if I had a larger breed dog, just because it's going to take them longer to get through it. They can consume the whole thing. Look at how that, like, good meatiness inside the middle.
Luna loves that.
Delilah has a pup who can't eat poultry, so this is a great option for her. She's a great Pyrenees mix. The other great thing about Answers is all of them are wrapped in butcher paper. So Answers doesn't use anything plastic. They're all the way down to their cardboard box. Everything's nicely stored and packaged in here. So it is 4 halves or 2 whole pig feet fermented. Another great chew option while we're talking about feet. But of course, the duck and the chicken dried feet are top of the list. And I think it's because it's in a bulk bin. People go down that aisle. It is kind of one of those gross factors as well. People are like, oh, that's gross. Oh, my dog would like it. Some people can't get past the bully stick, which is the male anatomy, and say, I don't think so. I'll go with something a little safer. So they pick up the duck and the chicken feet.
Michelle Thomas has to. The dogs digest the chicken feet.
Yes, dogs digest the chicken feet. Michelle, are we going to see an order for you for chicken feet? Huh? Great for small dogs, great for large dogs. They just get crunched up and eaten quicker with large breed dogs, but great for small to medium sized dogs for a chew as well.
Want to pick one more winner?
Let's pick another winner. So we're gonna, after this, maybe pick one more item from our top 20. So otherwise we could sit here and talk all night. I mean, I could talk probably an hour about goat's milk, so that might be boring, but we have lots of great things. You can always go read about all of the items on our blog. You can find that on our page at thepetbistro.com. And did it pick us? It picked us. That's why. We'll just have to pick another winner. It's because we commented, helping people out. All right, so Misty Lady, you are tonight's next winner. The next winner. That's my new word. Maybe I should go home. All right, you want to hand me one of yours? Okay, so Misty, I know you have both cat and dog at home. So you need to pick if you want cat or dog. If you want cat, I have the chicken and salmon. If you want dog, it looks like I have beef, pork, or chicken, right? Chicken. So I have those 3 options if you want dog. So Misty Lady, you are the next winner. Congratulations. We're going to go over one more item, and then we're going to pick one last winner. What do you think, Delilah?
Yeah.
Perfect. What's our next item?
What's the last one I should pick?
Delilah's picking. What should we talk about? Ooh, I think the second one up there.
Oh.
Yep. All right, Delilah's grabbing one more item for us to chat about.
Jeez, we're so done.
I know we are. I think that's because they're kind of switching over. Okay, so the next item that is on our list are the Pet Relief Edibites. We have loads of different flavors. I know we talk about Edibites often, but I think the reason we talk about Pet Relief and Edibites is because we see results. We hear testimonials. Owners come back in all the time and say, you know what? I didn't think it was working, so I stopped doing it. And here I am 5 days later because actually it was working and it was so subtle I just didn't realize it was working. Helps with CBD. I mean, there's such a myriad of there's a huge long list of what CBD can help with. Helps with pain, helps with inflammation, helps with arthritis, helps with senior dogs, helps with anxious dogs. I use it for a couple of my cats. I use the tinctures instead of the treats, just because they don't have kitty treats and cats are a little bit harder to dose. but it can help with bladder infections. It can help with anxiety. I have a kitty right now who Rin keeps going after Poppy for whatever reason. He has targeted her, and so she, I think, has, because of that, it's brought some anxiety along with it. You can use it just for overall nervous system health. You can use it as it has a lot of great superfood properties to it. So crunchy treats, soft treats, comes in meat flavored, non-meat flavored, comes in, they call it large breed versus, just an everyday treat. The large breed just has more CBD. So I feel like large breed is maybe a bad word for it. It could just be like higher potency treat, but that doesn't really have a nice ring to it either. So the different size treats have a different amount of milligrams of CBD. So again, based on what's happening with your dog, or if there was a trauma or an injury, you might need to use a higher potency rather than a lower potency. I have heard that their next focus from Pet Relief is launching a kitty treat. So we're excited to hear that news. They are also changing up their packaging a little bit. So this one is the sweet potato pie. There are 4 flavors. They have a peanut butter banana, sweet potato pie. What's the other ones? The carob swirl.
Carob and peanut butter.
Yep, carob and peanut butter. And then they have
peanut butter banana, sushi, pizza.
I feel like there's a 4th one. Maybe it's a newer flavor. But they are changing these a little bit to be more functional. So sometimes I think that helps too when you're shopping, and if we're busy or we haven't had a chance to check in on you yet, the functional treats actually say like hip and joint, anxiety. They say some of those skin and coat. They say some of those words on them that are easy for you as a shopper to select if you're not sure which one to pick. So sometimes it's flavor. It just comes down to flavor and finding what actually your pet will eat. This is also a great, we call it another way to deliver a delivery system for your pet. So sometimes the hemp oil is maybe not your dog's favorite to take on their own. So you could actually use this, the little cookie. You could drop your hemp oil on it and then use the treat to give the hemp oil to your dog as well. So
Kelly Farmer asked, what do you use for anxiety for kitties? She has 2 cats, but the kids make them very anxious.
Yes. So Kelly, I actually use the liposome. Sorry, that was probably hard for you to hear me because I had my back to the camera. So I actually use the liposome for our kitties. So the liposome hemp oil is meant to go with food. It is actually mixed with apollic oil, so it doesn't have like the really herby hemp smell to it. So sometimes that's kind of like an offensive smell, or will have kitties not interested in eating it. It's really easy to disguise in raw food or canned food. I have Viper, who is our F1 Bengal, who I will tell you, he's come a long way. It took him 6.5 hours to come out from the basement when Delilah was at the house the other day, because he still has like stranger danger, and which is not uncommon for higher up foundation cats. They typically tend to select an owner, and that's who they gravitate towards, and that's their person. But Viper is fine with both Lewis and myself. So I've had some urinary issues with him where, one day I was like, oh dear God, I think we have a UTI. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get my cat to the clinic because he freaks out in confined spaces, and the kennel he'll go into a cat kennel on his own accord, or if I toss treats in there, but the second I shut the door, he like freaks out, and to the point that he would injure himself. Like I've had to open the door prior to him getting to that point of injury. So, you know, we've done some conditioning with him and some treat training and stuff like that. He's just still not there yet. So that day that I noticed he was having issues or he was straining and what looked like a UTI, I stayed at home with him. I dosed him frequently with Pet Relief and then some homeopathics to get him past that. So it's really great for pain and inflammation, but it's awesome for anxiety. So Viper and Poppy. Poppy's the one that Rin. So I think the other reason Rin actually goes after Poppy is he actually gets a rise out of her. So usually when Rin is hungry, which happens at about 5 or 6 a.m. for most cat owners, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And what happens is he gets her pinned in the bathroom. She gets herself into our bathroom sink, and Rin literally does one of these, like, I'm not touching you, but it's enough to get a rise out of Poppy. And then, you know, it's like 5 a.m. and Poppy sounds like we now have a feral cat in our house because she's all real and hyped up. And the second my feet hit the floor out of my bed, Rin goes flying to our kitchen and is expecting his breakfast. So if I don't feed him, the cycle starts over. So I know that Rin has trained us now because he knows that if he gets a rise out of Poppy, then we're going to interject and it starts that cycle. So trust me, we have funny stories. Totally know what happens in cat households now. So they are smart. Rin is a very, very smart cat. He is learned all of these behaviors on his own and has trained us. So I like the oils just because it's easy to get into them. We do have another company that has cat hemp treats. Josephine took it home. She has 4 kitties and it was no luck with that. So the treats are a little bit more difficult to get into cats over the oil. I had another thought process and it is gone out of my head. It's gone. Oh, I know. The other thing I was going to say, this is more common than most people know it is. But if you have a dog that has, or a cat, it's common in cats that has skin crawling, like say you go to pet them and their whole like back and their whole skin crawls, CBD can actually be really helpful with that, as well as chiropractic care. Most often that is also a nervous system issue. So that was my thought. But yes, and we do the third Thursday of every month at 11 a.m. So this month is going to be, let's see here, when are we interviewing Shelby? So January 21st, we will have a live interview with Shelby from over at Pet Relief, and she usually has a great topic to talk about every month. So if you're interested in learning more about Pet Relief, any of our team members here can help you. We can also help you select the right item. We might have more clarifying questions because a lot of people come in and have questions about CBD products, or they've picked up a CBD product and they don't think it's working, and we might have more clarifying questions about like how you're using it or how big your animal is or what you're using it for or the best way to get it into them consistently to help you pick the right item as well. So we have all of our staff members here have pretty much gone through some different types of training. Pet Relief always has new videos for us to watch. They're always helping us get our staff educated and learning about their CBD products. So we are more than happy to help you select something. Again, Pet Relief, if you have any more in-depth questions, we can always reach out to Pet Relief, or if you call them yourselves, they are more than happy to answer them. Wealth of knowledge, great people over there, and I can't say enough great things about the Pet Relief company. So awesome. Are you going to pick another winner for us?
Yeah.
Winner. Okay. We have one more winner for tonight. Who's it going to be? Dilly, let's pick a winner. Who we got? All right. So Jessica Adams, you are the next winner, the next and final winner of tonight. Do you know who Jessica is?
I do not.
Jessica, we have no idea. Do you have cats or dogs? They're both at home. And I don't know if from there, if you want cat, we have the chicken and salmon. If you have dogs, it looks like we have a chicken or beef flavor left for you for tonight. So I just need a little bit more information from you as to which flavor you want. So Jessica Adams, if you're still hanging out with us tonight here, you are the next winner, the last and final winner here for the night. So we have been going over our top 20 products of 2020. There's still a lot more on the list. I know you guys have been hanging out with us for quite some time. Do we have any main questions hanging out that we need to answer?
We answered most of them as we were going along. Yeah, just some more testimonials about 5 a.m. cats.
I'm telling you, okay, so here's the thing with cats. I will tell you, if you have a cat that wakes up between 3 and 5 a.m., that's way too early. I have a cat that does that. But thankfully, it's Viper. It's my F1 Bengal. I will tell you that he gets up. He really cracks me up. He's a goofy cat. He's like, you just have to appreciate him the way he is. You can't force him to be something like a lap cat. He's never going to be a lap cat. He'll lay on you while you're sleeping and he wants warmth, but he's never going to just get up on your lap and want pets. Like, that is not his thing. But he gets up between 3 and 5 a.m. And that is actually, for kitties, that is their internal hunting clock turns on at that time. So there's lots of little rodents. There's lots of things scurrying around outside in the wilderness that they would actually get up and go and hunt for. Obviously, in your house, fingers crossed, you don't have mice running around that your cats are hunting. Although my mom's cat actually caught a mouse in their basement. And brought it up to them. So to show it off. I know, right?
No, thank you.
So if your cat gets up at that time and they are needing or wanting a meal, the best thing to try and do, if you haven't already, is try and feed them before you go to bed. So if you have a later bedtime and you can feed your cat like a tablespoon or two of food at 11 p.m. or 11:30 p.m., even 10 p.m., I would tell you that can sometimes get them all the way through the night to like 5 or 6 a.m. wake up time. But what's funny about Viper is Viper doesn't get up because he wants food. He actually gets up to play. He goes and finds a toy. He makes all these funny cat calling noises in the middle of the night. Sometimes we sleep through it. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes Lewis and I get up and we're like, did you hear Viper last night? Like, what in the world was he doing? He carries his fuzzy ball up and down the stairs, making all sorts of wild noises. And then he does like a perimeter check. He goes to every closed door. Like if the bedroom door is closed or our pocket door is closed to the basement, he literally does a security check and he like checks and wiggles, like he gets his foot under the door and like jiggles it to see if it like pops open. He's the kookiest cat. He cracks us up. He's one of those cats, you have to appreciate him the way he is, but he definitely has some silly behaviors that we've learned to live with. Sometimes he sleeps all the way through the night, but usually it's about 3 or 3:30. That's like his time frame. And after about 20 minutes, he's done and he goes back to bed. It's just a quick security check and that's all he needs to do. So he's goofy. But if you guys have any questions, of course, let us know. I'm going to actually share my page here real quick again. So if you guys are just now catching us and you haven't had a chance, you can jump over to our website. So I'm going to go back here to the main page. And of course, just scroll to the bottom there where our blogs are. In the middle, you can still see it says Pet Products of 2020. If you click on that blog, it'll come up with the top 20 products that have been fan favorites. So we selected this list based on quantity of items of that item that we sell. So you guys were the deciding factor on the top 20 products. It had nothing to do with us favoring any one item. It's just these are the most frequently purchased items here at the Pet Bistro. Sometimes it's fun to see a list to see if you've tried those things, if you've purchased those things, if it's also a fan favorite at your house. So if you scroll down through here, you'll see the top 20 fan favorite items. We only went through, what did we go through, about 6 or 8 of them? We did not go through the whole top 20 list, so you guys can go back through here and see what else is on there. There's some Fussy Cat canned food, the Bistro reusable bags. Way to go, guys. I love that. Can you believe the Bistro reusable bags? Just from people reusing their bags, we have saved over 30,000 plastic bags from going back out into the landfill. So that's really awesome. Love that one. We have some of the Nulo meaty pouches. Those are great. Those come in both cat and dog. Gullet sticks, pure pumpkin. So this is just a canned pumpkin that you can add as a topper or a mix-in. Deli sausages, the pet relief, which we went over. So just some really awesome fun products. So if you haven't tried them, might be something on your next stop in. We do have our winners set aside. So we'll have some other giveaways every Saturday that we're here. So we'll be back again next Saturday again. If you want any of these items, you can just go to thepetbistro.com, and we have those items listed on our web store. So I figured tonight wasn't a good night probably to do the comment sold, just because we had so many items to showcase, and that would have resulted in a lot of work on my end. So and there's options. So each of these items have flavors, varieties, sizes. So there's lots of different options as well for all of the items that we're showcasing in our top 20. If any of you guys have questions, put it in the comments. I'll filter back through them. Or of course, you can always ask any of our team members when you stop in on your next shopping trip. So anything that we missed? I think we covered a lot tonight.
I think so.
All right, so we'll be back next Saturday, of course, with some more fun items to review and showcase. We've already done our lineup, so we know what we're talking about in January, in February, and in March. We did some quarterly marketing projects, so Delilah and I have some things lined up. I hope everyone has an awesome weekend. I hope you got out to enjoy some sunshine and some dog walking today, and make it a great day tomorrow. So we'll see you guys all next week. Thanks for joining.